Hi, so today I'm filming my December book haul. This covers the Christmas period, and you won't be surprised to find out I have a lot of books here to show you. I have like 27 books in one bookmark. So just before Christmas, I was working. I had a lot of books come in that I wanted to buy, and I essentially bought a lot of books and gave them to my mum to give me as Christmas presents. So I have a lot of books here. Some of these I did buy earlier in the month, but this is all the books I bought in December, and it is a big batch. Let me show them to you. This could take a while. So first off, I got this bookmark. It is so cute. I got this for Christmas off my mum. It's a little Red Riding Hood, and on the back you can see the wolf a bit better. It says Red Riding Hood. It's only little, like, this is a big book, but it's only little. But it is so cute, and it's got the ribbon, and I'm so keen to start using this. I'm going to put it in my current book this very day. I'm so keen. I just wanted to show you because I thought he's so cute. So the first actual book I have here, these are in no particular order, by the way. I've stacked them as best I can size-based, but really this is in no particular order. First off, I have to show you the Monstrous Affections, an anthology of beastly tales edited by Kelly Link and Gavin J. Grant. I've read Steampunk, which was edited by Kelly Link and Gavin J. Grant, and I just really like anthologies. And this has some authors I really enjoy in it, including Holly Black, Sarah Reese Brennan, Cassandra Clare, Patrick Ness, just some really good, there's a lot of others as well, but they're the ones that I know of. And the cover is gorgeous. It's thick, it's a hardback, it's bigger than your average book, and I'm so excited. It just looks so good. I'm excited to read a little bit of these all the time. Then for Christmas, I actually gave my dad this book, but I'm very excited to read it, so I'm going to show it to you. It is Time and Time Again by Ben Elton. My dad really likes Ben Elton, which is why I got it for him. But this cover, let's just say, this cover is kind of stunning. And it's about time travel. And I don't really know how it works. Time travel. It's a bit confusing. But it exists in this novel, and he can go back, and it says if you had one chance to change history, where would you go, what would you do, and who would you kill? And it's just a really interesting concept, and I love time travel things, and I don't know that much about it, but it looks really good. Plus, Ben Elton is known for his good writing, so I am very excited to read this. I am stealing it off my dad and reading it. On the topic of wars, this is All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr, which has had so much hype on BookTube, and most people have the blue cover, which is the American cover, but this is the UK Australian cover, and it's just so pretty, like the little girl and the little boy, and it's just cute. This is a World War II novel set in Paris, and it looks, maybe not in Paris, but in World War II Europe, and it looks really good. I've heard such amazing things. It is very big, but oh man, it just looks amazing, and I'm so excited to read this. I love historical fiction, especially set around the world wars, and come at me. I'm so excited for this book. I'm not really talking about any of these books very well because I'm tired, but I want to read them all so badly, especially this one. I've also picked up Endgame the Calling by James Frey and Niels Johnson Shelton. Yeah, I know there's a whole lot of stuff about James Frey, but I'm ignoring that because this is a nice cover, and also, like, there are things in it. That is not the only one. That is one of them. They're like all through this book, and it's like puzzles and stuff. And you show me that kind of thing, I am sold, man. You've got me right there. So I am really excited to read this. There's also another book I got that somebody told me there was pictures like that, and that's why I bought it. So Sorry, my white balance is going all crazy with this. Sorry. But this book is a puzzle. I'm sold. I don't know how this works, but it looks really interactive. I'm just exploring now. I really want to read this. I'm so excited. I also have Jade by Howard Jacobson. This is a dystopian novel. It was shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize. That's about all I know about it. It looks really good. The cover is really nice. I think it's set in a alternate Asia, a future Asia. And I don't really know that much about it, but it is not very long. It's only 300 pages ish, and it's compared to 1984 and Brave New World. So compare me to some famous dystopians, and I'm there because I love dystopians. Also, I was on a buying spree and it looked good. It's probably the case for a lot of these things, actually. But who even cares? I will read it and love it, or at least read it and tell you all about it. I also picked up Moriarty by Anthony Horowitz. This is another, not another. I was going to say another like we were just talking about this yesterday, but we weren't. This is a Sherlock Holmes novel, very much like, see the orange one just there? Yeah, House of Silk. This is kind of the sequel to that. That was also by Anthony Horowitz. Though technically I think they're set in different parts of the Sherlock universe. I think this is set between the gap from when Sherlock dies and then comes back again. Days after Sherlock Holmes and his arch-enemy Moriarty fall to their doom at the Reichenbach Falls, and continues on from there. I don't know how much of like Watson and stuff there is. I don't really know because I haven't read it yet, but it is also by Anthony Horowitz. The last one followed Watson, House of Silk, and like was from Watson's point of view, like most Sherlock Holmes novels, but I'm not sure about this one. But I just give me Sherlock Holmes, throw it in my face, and I'll read it because Sherlock is like the best thing around, isn't it? Yeah. Also, I have read all the original Sherlock Holmes, as you will see there. I have the full collection, and I read them all before I even got that. I collected them from libraries and things, but they're so good. I have read them all. I'm not just like a TV fan. I'm a fan, a real fan. I also picked up Written in My Own Heart's Blood by Diana Gabaldon. This is the newest Gabaldon, I don't know. This is the latest Outlander novel. It is huge. Like, it's almost as wide as my head. It's like 800 and something pages. But I haven't actually read any of this series yet, but we picked this up really cheap. I don't think we have the first one. It got lost or something because we got them from my nan. And we're missing like 2 books. But it was like really cheap. This is practically a new release. And we got it for like $2 at an op shop. So we were not saying no to that. It is going on my shelf. This probably won't be read for a long, long time, but it is here. I own it. And it's floppy. I also bought The Bane Chronicles by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. I've already read this. I also read them as ebooks, but I needed them in physical format to go on my shelf. Hey! These are so fun. Just, there's not even that much to say. It's Magnus, a whole book about Magnus. That's all you need. If you're a Cassandra Clare fan, go buy it. Just do it. Do it. They're not like, I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, but they're actually written by Sarah Reese Brennan and Maureen Johnson. Don't even think about that. They read like a Cassandra Clare novel. They are essentially a Cassandra Clare short stories with assistance because she was writing other books at the time. Don't even worry about it. This is literal amazeballs and it's hilarious. Go read it. Next to show you, I have Enmity by E.J. Andrews. This is a post-apocalyptic novel. Yep, that's about all I know about it. I think it has dual perspective, possibly. Yes, it has dual perspective. It's got some good reviews from what I've heard. Some people say it's a bit boring, other people say it's really good. So it's a bit mixed, but Its rating's quite high, and its cover is quite nice, if I do say so myself. Yes, it is quite nice. So I am quite keen to give this a go and read this because it looks good. It looks good. I also have Talon by Julie Kagawa. This is very, very shiny, and I have light coming in from the window, so I apologise about that. This is a dragon novel. Yeah, dragons. I'm so excited because dragons are one of my faves. And this is an interesting concept because this is dragons pretending to be humans, and that just sounds really cool to me. I do have the arc of this on my iPad, but I saw it there. It's just a really pretty cover, and it has like these drawings, and I couldn't resist. It's just really nice. It's really well done. So I bought it. That's enough said. Yeah, enough said. I also have The Way of Kings Part 2 by Brandon Sanderson. This is Part 2 of the Stormlight Archives Book 1. I do already have Part 1 of The Way of Kings, and I'm also looking to get Part 1 and 2 of the second book in the Stormlight Archives soon, but they're only just being released in this small format in February maybe, but I would definitely look into picking those up. This series is supposed to be an epic fantasy series. Brandon Sanderson is known for his good things, and this is supposed to have that all over. World building, complexity, everything. And this is supposed to be like an 11-book series, and if I already have to split them into 2 parts, you know it's going to be a good one. I don't know that much about the plot of these books other than that there were these bits of armor, I think, that had magical powers or something, but magic systems in Brandon Sanderson's books are always really complicated, and that's one of their big things. So I'm so excited to read this. I have a lot of my friends really loved this when we were in like year 10 and 11 when it first came out. So I'm definitely excited to get on this because it's so good. But I have no idea what order I'm going to read all this pile of books in because they all look so amazing. And here I have Multiversum by Leonardo Patrignani. I don't know how to pronounce that. I assume it's Italian or something that I can't pronounce. This is a possibly Australian. No, first published in Italy. It's split between 2 characters. One lives in Milan, one lives in Melbourne. That's why I thought maybe it was Australian because one is in Melbourne. And follows multiple universes, like separate. Is that what it's called? Yes. They're trying to find each other through alternate universes, different dimensions, and they're going to split apart the multiverse, essentially, in trying to do that. I think they're in love or something. I don't know, but it's sci-fi, and it looks really good, and the cover is quite gorgeous. Like, simplistic. It reminds me a lot of the UK Delirium covers, that same kind of colour scheme. And I saw it. The back looks quite good, but I don't know much about it other than what it says on the back, unfortunately. I also picked up Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. This is a short winner of the, what's the winner of? It was the winner of something. Won a lot of awards. I'm trying to think of the big one it won. But, like, look, it's got a lot of awards. It's an Australian book. It won Australian Book Industry Awards, Best Young Australian Novelist, Indie Debut Fiction Award from the Australian Independent. Essentially, it won a bunch of awards. It's had such rave reviews. It's a story about it's based on a true story of the last condemned to death woman in Iceland in the 1800s. And I've heard amazing things about it. I remember when it first came out, it sold so well, like it flew off shelves. And I finally got around to picking it up. I'm really excited to read this and see what I think about it. I think it could be really, really amazing. This next book is a Reagan made me buy it. This is Night Film by Marisha Pessl. This is the other one I was talking about that has a lot of things in it, like stuffs, like things in it. I don't know how else to describe that. They are literally things. This is a murder mystery, I think. Murder mystery? Thriller, mystery kind of thing. Reagan says it was amazing. Reagan said it had things in it. I bought it. That's about the extent of my knowledge of this book, other than that it's quite big. This is a different cover to the American cover, and this is the kind of thing I love. Actually, I love nearly everything in books, but you know. The cover is not something I would pick up off the shelf, but I think it really suits the book. Sorry, I just burped. Oh, it happened again. Knowing what the book is about. And yeah, I think it looks really amazing. I don't know that much about it, but I'm gonna, because I'm gonna read it. I also have the Book of Ivy by Amy Engel. This is a young adult post-apocalyptic kind of thing, set after an atomic nuclear war, and follows a girl who is arranged to marry. She's from the opposite sides. They have arranged marriages. It's complicated. And she's arranged to marry the president's son. Something like that. And then kill him in this arranged marriage so that her family can take back power. But he is not what they think he is. Or she thinks he is. Or what she's been told he is. So it sounds really good. I've heard only great things. The only person I think I've heard Whitney say she didn't enjoy it that much, but everyone else I've heard really loved it. So I'm excited to see what I think. I also picked up The Walled City by Ryan Groudon. I've heard about this on BookTube as well, and it came in at work, and I saw it, and I bought it. I don't know that much about it. It's set in an Asia, I think, and somewhere in Asia, I don't really know, in a fictional city that is walled in, literally walled in, based on an actual city, but I don't know that much about the premise. And I think it's post-apocalyptic or dystopian, but I don't really know. I'm sorry. I am literally relying on the back here, and the back tells me practically nothing, so I'm sorry. The cover's really nice though, and I've heard good things. I've also picked up The Ghost House by Alexandra Adornetto. I have read Halo by Alexandra Adornetto and really liked it, but didn't love it. Found it slightly corny, but it was interesting and cute. And this, I've heard, is far better. I also really want to read her middle grade series that she wrote, Alexandra Adornetto wrote when she was like 13, 14. But this just, again, I don't know that much about it. It's a nice cover, and we were talking about it at work. I think there's ghosts. I'm really bad at giving descriptions today. I'm very sorry, but I'm so excited to read all of these. This book looks really good. I have heard mixed things, but I'm excited to read it. The next two books I got really cheap, again, because they were on discount. Not a discount, they were at the op shop, at the what do Americans call them? I don't know, where you take your used clothes, charity shop, at the charity shop. And the first one is Leon Hearn's Across the Nightingale Floor. Leon Hearn is an Australian author, I think, and this is fantasy set within Eastern cultures. And it looks just really good. I've heard great things about it. Everyone says Leon Hearn is like the queen of fantasy. So I'm definitely excited to check these out. I also picked up Burn for Burn by Jenny Han and Siobhan Vivian. I was going to pick this up from the library and never got around to reading it, but I have read another Jenny Han book and really liked it, so I'm excited to give this a go. Don't know that much about it, other than it's about girls getting revenge. But it sounds good. It sounds great. I'm keen. Then next I picked up The Slow Regard of Silent Things by Patrick Rothfuss. This is the novella to the, what's the series actually called? The Wise Man's Fear, The Name of the Wind, the Kingkiller Chronicles. So this is the novella that goes with the Kingkiller Chronicles, following Ari, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She appears in the first book. I assume she continues to appear in the second book, though I haven't read it yet. But this is really cute. It's a little hardback. It cost a fortune, though, for being a novella. Like, it's little. It's like 150 pages, and it has pictures, which are actually really sweet. They're really nice pictures. So it's a nice presentation, but expensive. But I'm really excited to read this because Patrick Rothfuss is quite amazing. I have read The Name of the Wind and loved it, and I'm hoping very soon to read The Wise Man's Fear and The Slow Regard of Silent Things. So, oh, so good. I'm so excited to read these. So excited. This month I also picked up Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. I have already read this, as you would have noticed if you've been watching my videos earlier in the year. But I didn't own my own copy, and I just needed to, and it's just so good. Rainbow Rowell does amazing things, like amazing things, and Eleanor and Park, I'm really close to you now, sorry. Eleanor and Park, I'm just tired. This is just such a good book, and it's 80s, like it's historical technically. Historical's a bad word for it. It's an 80s book, not written in the 80s, about the 80s, and I really want my mum to read this because it's so good and totally the kind of young adult book she loves to read. I'm gonna make her do it. Then, for Christmas again, lots of these were for Christmas actually, I picked up 2 books from my nan. Oh, there's a sticker. I'm gonna get the sticker off. Oh, it's off. I picked up The Time Paradox. That's not right. Artemis Fowl and the Time Paradox, which is quite thick. I forgot how thick that was. And Artemis Fowl and the Atlantis Complex. This is book 6 and 7 in the Artemis Fowl series. I love Artemis Fowl. This isn't a well-known fact because I read them quite a while ago, but I absolutely adore Artie. He is one of my favourite young middle grade characters. He is an anti-hero, that is true, because he's kind of evil, but he is so good. Like, I love him. Oh, it's so good. And the tagline of this one, it says, "Will the real Artemis Fowl please stand up?" And now I'm rapping. Please stand up. Please stand up. Yeah. These are so good. Like, there's an 8th one, which I'm gonna buy in January. I have it sitting on my shelf at work, ready to buy. But I haven't gotten to it yet because I only received these ones for Christmas. I haven't been back to work since Christmas. But, man oh man. So good. I'm so excited to reread this whole series and also read these last 2 and the final one. Because, oh man. Just, Artie. I would marry Artemis Fowl if he was interested. I would. I just would. If I haven't already told you, these are like fantasy with an evil mastermind. Whoa, his eyes are going crazy. Whoa. He's an evil mastermind. He finds fairies. It's action packed. And the fairies are kick ass. They are kick ass. And finally, I picked up the entire Maze Runner series. That is The Maze Runner, The Scorched Trials, The Death Cure, and the prequel, The Kill Order, all by James Dashner. These I've heard mixed things about. I've heard the first one is stunning, and then it has a bit of second book syndrome, and some people found the series as a whole, but just the idea of it appeals to me, and I like to give things a go. So I put this on my pile, and my nan bought this for me for Christmas, and just so good. It's just so good. Makes my life happy to buy books and receive books, sorry, itchy nose, for Christmas. I don't even know what to say. If you don't know what this is about, I hardly know what this is about. I haven't seen the movie. But I think it follows a group of boys who wake up in a maze, but they don't know anything about themselves or where they are or where they're going, and then a girl arrives. That's about all I know. But I've heard it's really good from most people, but some people don't like it that much. But mixed reviews. Books historically never get consistent reviews, so I'm fine with that. So I'm not going to attempt to make a thumbnail. Not a proper thumbnail. Not holding all these books up. I think 27 is far too many books to try and hold up. So I'm going to pose with this pretty bookmark for my thumbnail. So these are the books I received across the month of December. I bought for myself in the month of December or received for Christmas. There's a lot of them. This video is going to be so long. I've only been filming for like 40 minutes, but there's some cutting out to do, so it's okay. Thank you for sitting through this ginormous video. I should have warned you. Told you to go get a snack or something, because I knew it was going to be long. There was a lot of books. I also apologise because I wasn't very good at describing most of them. That's probably because I don't actually know that much about most of these books. Just A, they have a cute cover. B, they have a good synopsis. C, they had good ratings. That's about all I know about most of them. And the synopsis on the back never explains enough. Never. I never know what to talk about based on the synopsis on the back. So, I'm sorry. But I did the best I could. I did the best I could. Okay, I will see you soon with another video. I hope you enjoyed watching this one. Please comment below if you've read any of these books. Tell me what you thought. I'm really excited to read them all and I want to talk about them. So talk about them down below. I will see you soon with another video. Thank you for watching, and I will see you then. Bye.